Hello, my name is Julio Vannini. I am an amateur astronomer from Nicaragua, currently living in Lima, Peru, the southern hemisphere, and I am happy to be here sharing with you these experiences. Uh, for the moment, I would like to apologize if for some reason my pronunciation or accent is not so clear. The microphone I'm using is not that good, so I apologize for that. Okay, as I mentioned, I am from Nicaragua. It is a privilege to be here with you, and I would like to share this picture with you. When you're in Nicaragua, you're able to have views like this one. Actually, this is the Comet Honda in 2017. Okay, just for by traveling some 15 to 20 minutes, perhaps sometimes 30 minutes away from downtown, you are able to have a nice view like this. Perhaps when you think about Central America, you think about dark skies and rainforest and lovely people. Yeah, it's true. We have all of that. But the thing is, this situation might be in danger in the coming years. Why? Well, let me show you this, please. This is a night view of the dark night or the dark side, night side of Nicaragua, taken by NASA in 2012. It was made public in 2013. So right here we have like 7, 8 years, of light pollution not being recorded right now. But you can have a glimpse here. If you ever travel to Central America, you may recognize this part of the map here. This is Costa Rica, and right here is San Jose, the capital city. In Honduras, on the north, to the north, sorry, we have Tegucigalpa, the capital city, and right here in between, we have Nicaragua. This small patch of light is located in my hometown, Granada. I have this huge lake right here, and the views at night is really nice. If you travel just 15 minutes outside this, in any direction over here, you have a pretty nice place. You can find pretty nice places to try to make an observation or astrophotography. But if you move to the capital city, Managua, you find this. Okay, you may notice why wondering, or you may asking or wondering about why try to be here when you have these beautiful unpopulated areas. Well, this is the Atlantic shore, and right here in between we have our mountain range. Well, mountains, 2,000 meters above the sea level, so they are not that high, but we don't have any populations or many places that you can go. Actually, the place is not that safe. So if you want to take advantage of this place here, that is actually the best locations for trying to do some astrophotography, you need to know someone so they can share their properties with you, and you can have a place to stay. So then you're good. But if not, trying to venturing in these areas is really dangerous, not recommended. So the highest population in Nicaragua is located in the Pacific side. So we can find nice places to try to do some astrophotography. But as I said, this is in danger now. Why? Because the population have increased a lot from 8 years to now. And the illumination right here is worsening. Let me show you some examples here. So these are some pictures from my hometown. Okay, there are no regulations for light pollution. There are no regulations about how the public street lights should be placed, and trying to save the environment or trying to minimize the impact of light pollution. So, as you may notice here, this is the front yard of one of the Catholic churches we have there, the main cathedral. You can see this type of illumination. Okay, this might look familiar to some of you. So these spherical light bulbs, practically they are wasting energy toward the sky. Okay, they are illuminating the clouds, and you can see this type of reflectors that actually are invasive, and they do not care about if people is making or having their services there. They do not mind as long as they have a nice shadow of them stencil on the walls, right? So here's another view. Okay, so this is the type of streetlights we have in these locations in my town. Actually, they are everywhere. If you notice some spots here, these are hot pixels from the camera right there. These images are not calibrated, so sorry for that. So these are not stars. So this has been in use for many decades, and with every passing year, they are adding more streetlights like this one. So the view of the starry night inside the town is not that good. We are able to see constellations. We are able to see a beautiful starry setup above our heads, but this is becoming, something that we're going to miss really soon if no activities are done to reduce this or at least to control. Now, going to the capital city, this picture here is from my friend Diego Valle. He sent me this a few days ago. You can notice several billboards, okay, and the typical clouds from this time of the year, okay. So we have a few months with relative good skies, and because we are in the hurricane corridors for the Caribbean and Central America, we also have a lot of clouds, but we can do something sometimes. But right here, smog, dust, clouds join together to do this. You can see how the streetlights are not properly covered, illuminating the walls and invading even the second stories of the houses right there. And the government have ideas of keep promoting their advertisement, increasing these spherical bulbs here, and sadly, because Nicaragua has a dictatorship, and I have to say this, they they were installing these awful trees of life, okay, an esoteric symbol for these people, and they have a lot of this in the capital city everywhere. So, not good idea. So what happened when you go to a place to places to try to get pictures? Well, you have light pollution covered in the clouds. This was after an observation night. Then the clouds arrived, and it was perfect for trying to capture how light pollution is spreading from several towns. So we are a small place, but that means that the cities are closer. So light pollution is concentrated in our areas. So are some examples of how illumination is in Nicaragua. Then in 2018, civic protests erupted against the government. I participated there, and as a result, I have to flee Nicaragua exile. The last pictures I was able to take from my backyard was this. So as you can see, yeah, we have illumination, but we got luck. With some luck, we have a fair, let's say, fair sky, so we can see the stars. But as I said, this is disappearing really quick from my town. So I decided to move to Lima, Peru. And here I found that the people is interesting. It has the country has a nice society, an interesting society, and interesting cuisine. Yeah. When I was in the plane coming down, I was able to spot the Andes, the mountain range, and it was amazing view. Yeah. But then I noticed a huge patch of clouds right below the Andes, next to the Andes and below. And I was concerned. And when I noticed that the plane was about to dive into the clouds, right? And when it did, I was covered by a huge blanket of clouds. So the skies are not that friendly, at least in the capital city of Lima. So if you want to travel here and make astrophotography, make sure to plan traveling to the Andes or in the Peruvian rainforest. They're nice, but in Lima or the Pacific shore, not that good. And let me show you this. Here you have it. This is Lima, right here. I am living in this area right there. This spot, that is my place. And this is the capital city. Right here we have the Andes, okay, some towns over there, and there are some other people right here. So in these areas, you need to travel 10 hours or maybe 16 hours using a bus or use a small plane to travel there if you want to have clear skies, or try to climb over the 3,000 meters above the sea level, and you will have nice skies. But for that, you need transportation and a safe place to be there. So it's not nice. And how do this translate? Well, you have here. This is a night view from Lima. This is the place called Santiago de Surco in the capital city, and you can see how the illumination is invading every single place. And we have something extra because the town or Lima is in the Pacific shore. Clouds and humidity plays an important role here. So practically Lima is covered by a huge and thick layer of clouds, humidity, dust, because this is a desert, and smog. So not that good. And you can see it here. And because they have a lot of hills, human settlements are practically placed everywhere in the hills. So you have street lights hitting your face everywhere. Here's another view. This is one of the touristical places in Lima. It's called Circuito de Playa. And you can see it's terrible. Actually, right here in this area to the right, there is an observatory, an astronomical observatory. I don't know what it's doing there because there's no chance to have clear skies over there. Oh, by the way, it's not only this. Take a look at this. Right in front of the observatory. And if you remember The Simpsons, okay, there is the old guy screaming to the clouds. Well, this is old guy screaming to the lights. Okay, so Lima is not that good. And I told you I am living a little bit far away from that huge mess. Well, you can see here, it doesn't matter if you travel a little bit far away, you're inside that stream of light. And this is a place on top of a hill, and you can see how street lights and light pollution invades even there. So, not that good. Okay, so what are they doing to fight this? Not many things. Not in Nicaragua and not here in Lima. People is trying to advocate to fight light pollution. The government is trying to do that. Even the astronomical societies here are trying to do that, but it's going to be difficult. Take a look here at this picture, for example. Night skies are not that good. And from the place I live, right after the coronavirus pandemic, okay, I was able to take this picture here. This is the most lucky image I've been able to take. Okay, you can identify here the Southern Cross, Alpha and Beta Centauri, and even Omega Centauri is here. This is the best picture I've been able to take here. Said because with the reduced amount of people on the streets, so right after starting the everyone staying at home policy in April, well, smog levels were reduced, and we have this. It was amazing. But this is something that does not happen every time. Practically here in Lima, 95% of the time we have clouds. This is a view a few minutes before recording this presentation of the place, from the place I live. So as you can see, we're here. So nature is not helping with all the humidity and clouds right there, and the Andes practically retain the humidity. So the clouds do not move, they stay here. And as you can see right there, hills are full or filled with settlements. Uh, so light pollution is a mess here. Hopefully one day they will be able to fight this. But population is increasing, is light is everywhere, and practically it's a huge problem. So if you plan to visit Lima, Peru, well, it's just perhaps for staying a few nights. If you want to make astrophotography, get ready to travel to the Andes or beyond the Andes in order to have nice skies. Uh, so this is what I wanted to share with you, and thank you. Thank you for your time, for your patience, and questions. Thank you.